Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Our patient is a 2005 Subaru WRX, and what is wrong with this one? Actually, there's a long story behind this one, but primarily it's here because cylinder number 3 is not firing. I mean, the injector on cylinder number 3 is not firing. The mechanic confirmed that there is no ground signal coming from the ECM. I'll show you exactly what is responsible for that, but before we get there, so this is AJ890, right? When the customer wrote me about this one, they said it is 892, which is more rare. I'm not sure if 890 and 892 can be swapped. I guess we won't find out. Or if the actual original ECM was 890, 892, which sometimes it means that it's just newer version, but it's compatible. That last digit sometimes, not always. That's not a golden rule, but sometimes it is like you can put in 890, 891, and 892, but we don't know that. But because of that. I said that I can't really locate the direct replacement. We can try 890 if you want, but I don't know. So they sent the ECM, and the ECM got lost in shipping. It actually got stuck in the Amazon locker. Right when I put the code in, it says call the office. Office comes in, they put their code in, and it says that there's 0 packages. And finally, they told me to call the actual Amazon support, and they gave me like one-time code, and it's kind of a weird, I mean weird, maybe not weird, but interesting method of retrieving those packages. They give you the code that is valid for like 2 or 3 minutes. You input the code, it says that the code is invalid, and then you need to know which locker this code belongs to, and you need to push on the locker 3 times, and then it pops open. So they give you the code, and they tell you exactly which locker, which box to push on. So interesting, right? Even if you have that one-time code, you need to know where the package is. Anyways, I received it, and I look at it, and it's 890. So I figured, okay, so let's do this. I obviously already refunded the customer, but what I did is I ordered another one, 890. So I'm gonna clone it to this one, and I'm gonna send 2 ECMs back. So unfortunately, not only I'm not making money on this one, I'm losing some money on this one. And actually, it's the second one. This month is not the best in the shop. I had two bad jabs that I lost money on, and it totals to, I don't know, like 350 maybe. So considering that I don't make much money on the shop, and it's not like it's gonna ruin me, but that's a big blow. But that means that the next month is gonna be better. So let's just look forward to the next month. So cylinder number 3 is controlled by this transistor, T814, this baby. Now this baby has a little resistor over here that controls it, right? So this is the gate, and I think, yeah, this is the drain, and this is the source. And source is sitting on the ground, and it just connects the output, the injector output, to the ground to control it. Now, is this transistor faulty? It doesn't seem so, but I don't have the replacement, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna touch this one. But what I am going to touch is these two. This is L33 and M33. This is NPN and PNP standard configuration. to drive the MOSFET, and it goes just to our MCU, right? So on the way, we only have these two transistors, one resistor and one MOSFET. Could it be faulty MOSFET? It could be. I mean, I did measure it. It doesn't seem like anything is wrong. When I measure here, on the other hand, I get some weird measurements on these. But it's measuring in circuit is rather unreliable. So that's not, you know exactly, or you know for sure once you actually remove the component from the circuit. But since we're delivering the replacement ECM, I could take the transistor off the replacement, right? But we don't know if, because there could be three things wrong, one of three things. So output stage, the big transistor, this one, the resistor obviously, but that's easy to confirm. One of these two, or the MCU itself, the output of the MCU could be faulty. Now inside the MCU we also have a little two little transistors on the output. It's probably open collector, or maybe it's open drain, maybe it's open emitter, or open source. We don't know, but there's a transistor inside this die, inside somewhere there. That could also be faulty, which means the MCU works correctly, and MCU is not even aware of that, but the output, one of the outputs, doesn't work. It's slightly less likely, but I've seen that before. So if I replace these two, I have the replacement for these two, but if I replace these two and I replace the transistor, the big transistor, from the replacement board, and it still doesn't work, that means it's the MCU. So instead of taking that chance, I'm just gonna replace those two transistors over here, those gate transistors, and clone to the replacement. So if this didn't help, then we still don't know exactly whether it's the MCU fault or the output transistor fault, output stage transistor that is faulty. But it doesn't matter. Just, throw this one in the garbage, or you can send it back to me for parts. I'll gladly take it. Especially since it comes with SE481. That's a $120 chip. So yeah, I'll definitely take it. All right, so what we're gonna do is just replace those two transistors, clone the ECM to the replacement, send it to the customer, and hopefully that'll be the end of a bad luck streak that I've had this month. And next month will be successful. As long as it gets warmer, so I can continue working on the motherboards, the business will pick up a bit. That's at least my at least is my hope. Alrighty, let's speed up the footage and let's get it done.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Alrighty, transistors are replaced. There's a little discoloration over here from my marker. I can get rid of that for some reason. That is weird. But that's pretty much it. That's all we can do with this one. I did confirm the continuity between everything, so there's definitely a trace from the MCU to the output stage. But we'll see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, but you're getting a second ECM just in case. And if both of them work, you have a spare. Simple as that. Alrighty, now we need to ship it off to the customer. So sorry about the long wait. This one was, I don't know, like a couple weeks at least it spent trapped in the box. Plus I had to wait for the replacement. So I don't know, this was quite a few weeks for this one. So typically it doesn't happen, but you know, sometimes it does. I'm sorry, but for that reason the repair is free. And thank you very much for your business. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you in the next one.